Hello, I'm Arnold Lowrey. For this painting I'm going to be using soft pastels on Canson Me Tints paper, which is a range of papers of all different colours, and one which I personally like. And the subject is going to be a rough sea. I've sketched out the subject on the paper with a felt tip. Never use graphite pencils because they are slippery and the pastel will not grip anywhere that they appear. So let's get with it. The first colours I'm going to be putting into this is some red, a bit in there as well. At this stage it goes in quite roughly. And then we'll put some darks on using the side of the pastel. If you do lightly, you get a very light tone, and the more pressure you put, the darker the tone. I might even go darker still, I think. Yeah, that's a little bit darker. One thing you find is if you put too much pastel on, the new pastel won't grip. So one way to solve this problem is to get a razor blade and just scrape down. And you find that by doing this it takes the excess pastel off, but it doesn't destroy the work you've done underneath. But it does allow you to put stronger pastel in there. You can also work light on top of dark this way. And perhaps we'll put in maybe a little bit of blue under here as well. And even a bit of orange. And then this is where you get your hands dirty. And you roll it around. And then I use a damp towel to clean my hands. Some people use blue tack, but I'm never methodical enough to do it regularly. So I think we'll put a little bit more colour into this now. Into the colour on top quite powerfully. And perhaps a little bit of gold and orange as well. And then perhaps a little bit of lightness near the base. And again, rub it in. Don't have to be vicious with it. You can be as gentle or as rough as you want to be. And we can push these colours up into here. Right, the next job is to put the rock in. I think I'll go in with quite a dark very lightly down here now. And I think I'll get a little bit of lighter stuff up here. perhaps even highlight it a bit. And maybe pick up some of these colours in the rocks as well. Nothing's forever at the moment. I can go over anything I want. Anything I don't like, I can paint out. In fact, I can, I think we can block this lot in. That's the rock face shirt. And let's just rub that in. And perhaps we can add a few more interesting colours into it. Perhaps a few in here wouldn't be amiss. I tend to put the pastels to one side so I can remember where they are. Perhaps I even lighter colour here. And perhaps a lighter blue perhaps on that edge there. Wipe my hands again. At this stage I think I'll put a little bit of the foam in so I can see where I'm going. I'm going to be putting a little bit in there. And a little bit in there. This trough is to catch the bits of broken pastel and the dust that I produce. I can roll that in. Doesn't go unless you go whoosh with it as well. And get a bit more white here and put in here. Again, it's very rough at this stage. If you don't like getting your hands dirty, then this isn't the medium for you, but it's a great satisfaction.